Hey everybody, sorry you have to see my room like this, but I don't know what I did with my tripod, so I kind of have the phone camera just kind of sitting in my little, I don't know how to describe it, it's one of those French memo board things, so otherwise there wasn't going to be a video. So, how's everybody today? Today for me is Wednesday. I did not do my planner this week. I was worn out from going to that trip that we went to on Sunday, was it? It was really nice, but I just overdid it just a little bit. So there's like packages in the back because there's Christmas presents and I haven't wrapped them yet. Oh. So I don't know if I said this before, but like we were going to go get our tree at the tree farm. And the tree farm that we used to get our Christmas tree at has gone out of business. I guess they were around for 20 something years, like 24 or 27, I don't know. So they gave us suggestions of some other tree farms to look at. So I haven't cleaned the area that I want to put the tree in yet. But I'm going to do that maybe today. I'm trying to get my husband to help too because some of the stuff is like, there's some things still left from his birthday party. I mean, most of the stuff got used and put away and stuff, but there's a couple things still there, so. Have you heard of this? Sorry, I'm extra fidgety today. I don't know. This isn't where I normally sit, so I don't know what to do with myself. Have you heard of this toy? It's called Fingerling Monkeys, I think. They're like these little monkeys and they attach to your finger. And they have like some kind of electronics in them. Like if you blow on them, they make a noise. And you can pet them and you can talk to them and stuff. And if you hang them upside down, they do something. Well, anyway, they're like, the MSRP for them is $15 and they're selling out. They've sold out everywhere. So people have been buying them and selling them on eBay for like $40. It's ridiculous. Now I'm only bringing this up because my youngest son, who is not 7 or 10 or even 14, I think he's 22. He wants one of these Fingerling Monkeys. I'm not getting it unless it's only $15 because I don't know. I mean, part of me, what do you think about this stuff when people buy these things and then resell them for much more just to make a profit? Like, part of me thinks, oh, it's part of supply and demand, and another part of me is like, why don't they just leave it for the people that actually want the item, you know? It's like I'm of two minds in that regard. So, guess what comes on tomorrow night? Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. That is Psych, the Christmas special for Psych. So, if you're not watching that, why aren't you watching it? Psych is amazing. You should be watching Psych, the special. I'm going to record it. Bobby and his boyfriend Dave are coming over. They're going to watch it with us. Everybody's going to be watching the Psych special tomorrow. The Psych Christmas special. So, I'm psyched about it. Woo! So, last Thursday, I was just looking at the video, and remember, I asked what you guys thought. You know why I'm all hopped up? I think it's because I had too much caffeine. Because I'm like, last week, plus I have all these lights on, they're making me really hot. Time to take off the sweater. It's not that exciting, just a sweater. Anyway, so last week, I showed you an item and I said, what is it? And that item was this, if you remember it. It's shaped like a teddy bear and kind of painted like a teddy bear. And I got two guesses. On YouTube, Colin from the Begg family Antics guessed that it is a tiny ashtray. It is not a tiny ashtray. And my mom guessed on Facebook that it's a tea bag holder. It's not a tea bag holder, although I have used it for that. I have not used it for its intended purpose, which is to store your used chewing gum. I am not making this up, okay? People, specifically teenagers, used to chew gum, and then if they weren't done with it, they'd put it somewhere, and so they could use it later, okay? Now, sometimes they'd put it, like, on the post of their bed, or, like, on the table right next to their bed, and then they started having these little dishes that came out in the 80s to put them in. And my sister did, even if she said she didn't, because I remember her doing it. First, she used to stick it on her headboard. But she got me one of these. I never used it for that purpose because, I don't know, that's not me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's good to save money, I suppose, or if it's really you're particularly emotionally attached to that gum and you want to save it for later, I mean, you know. But yeah, I used it at work for my tea bags when I would have tea. Because I'd bring the cup of tea to my seat, and then when you go to take the tea bag out, I wanted a place to put it, so that's what I did. So that's what that is. So maybe I'll have something different to guess tomorrow. It'll be easier. It'll be from a different time period than the 80s. It'll be older, but it'll be something more people will know what it is. So... So, as for my holiday stuff, I don't have anything up. Well, I do have one Christmas stocking up, and that is because a few months ago I found my Christmas stocking in my room. So, I hung it up at the fireplace so I would know where it is. Because what happens is, after Christmas, I get my son to bring down the boxes, you know, and we put all the stuff into the boxes, and then he puts them up, like in the garage. There's like... what are those things called? Like those wooden, whatever. Those wooden things across the top. Like the beginning of a roof type thing. I don't know, planks or whatever. So he puts the boxes up there. So the box with the stockings is up there. So I just put my stocking at the fireplace so that I know where it is at Christmas time, which is Christmas time now. So, I have not wrapped any of the presents. Well, I wrapped one present. Here, I'll show it to you. I wrapped this present for my friend Dave. But, I mean, I put it in a tin and taped it shut and put some ribbon on it. And I'm going to put a little paper tag hanging from it. Dave, you're the first one with a present wrapped. You're also the first person I bought a present for, so... I got lots of presents to wrap. Some of them I haven't even taken out of the box yet. Like here's a present that came from Amazon that I ordered and taken it out of the box to wrap it yet. I mean, I know what it is. I haven't bought tons of stuff. Like I said, I got my little book will tell me. My little book will tell me what it is. So, oh, but I found National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Where did I find that? Toys R Us for $10. So, I was looking for those Fingerling Monkeys, which are sold out everywhere. I already said that. So I got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation for $10 because I hate doing that thing where you're like checking all over the place trying to see where you can watch the movies. If you got some movies that you want to see every year, why not just buy them? Speaking of which, they also had The Wizard of Oz, but I didn't feel like buying two things. I always feel weird buying myself things at Christmas, but it's for all of us to enjoy. So... oh, there's something else I was about to say. Oh, and I haven't filled out my cards yet either. But I know what we're doing on Christmas. Christmas morning, we're going to... my mom's side of the family has a breakfast every year where all the cousins and aunts and uncles get together, except for the ones that are out of state. And, I mean, everybody's invited, but, you know. I mean, we have relatives that are in California, the Carolinas, Florida, and Texas. So they're not all going to show up there. I'm sorry if I missed it. Well, I think we got one set that's in New York, but they try to make it sometimes. So. And then in the evening, we're going to go to my husband's brother's house and his family. So they're generous enough to have a nice Christmas party, so I'm excited about that. And I think I might have, I don't know. I don't have any definite other plans. So if you're looking to make plans, and there's not a lot of walking involved, you know, give me a call, give me a message, whatever. So, other than that, I've been having like a lot of joint pain lately, but just enough that it wears you out. Not the kind where, thank goodness, not the kind yet where it feels like there's somebody driving a metal stake through your hips. I know I'm sitting here. I have like these really old books. I don't know. I just want to tell you about them because they're just sitting right here. I used to collect old books. Look at these. This one says, this one's Plutarch's Lives. So, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, it's stamped into the cover, and then there's some painted parts. And there's the inside leaf. Look, in crayon it says 10 cents. I probably bought it for 10 cents at a church sale. It's, I don't know if there's a date in this one. No, there's no date in this one. But this is what the font looks like. The printing. I don't know, most people aren't going to be interested in this. So this is more like the kind of antique books that I've gotten. When you look at antique books, there are much more religious tracts than anything else. So this one's called The Message of Comfort, and it was printed in Philadelphia. See? And boy, this is falling apart. Copyright 1896. So, and this one is in German. Look at the back. Can you see the embossed back cover? And this one is 1895. Look at this picture in the front. Isn't that amazing? I just love old books. Anyway, I keep them propped up next to my baby bin. You remember these? This isn't the exact one, but I had an alarm clock like this when I was a kid. You had to wind it every day, and you had to set it, and I just loved it. I don't know. They had newer ones. It's not that I'm that old, but we didn't have a lot of money, so a lot of the stuff we had was just old stuff left over from when my mom was growing up. So anyway, I love these. So I bought one. Occasionally I set it, but it's really loud. It makes a really loud noise. I mean, just it ticking is loud. And I have a, oh, I was about to show you something else too, but it's something I want to use in my What Is It for one of the times. But I also have a cuckoo clock downstairs that my sister brought back from Germany for me. And I like to set it once a year, either at Christmas or on New Year's Eve. Just because, I mean, sometimes I do it other times in the middle of the year, but it's the kind that has to be wound every day. It's a 24-hour winding clock. You know what? I can't never find the anniversary clocks anymore. Like, they make anniversary clocks, but they make them with batteries in them. And it used to be that an anniversary clock, I mean, you know what they look like. I don't know how many people have seen them, but they usually sit up. People have them on their, like on the top of their fireplace, and it's usually got a glass thing over it, and you lift it up and there's a key and you turn it. It has to be wound once a year. That's why it's called an anniversary clock. And people used to give them to each other for their wedding anniversaries. But nowadays, every time I see them, they're electric ones. So, but I would love to have an anniversary clock. And I would love to have a carriage clock. Okay, look, there's things I love. Clocks, calendars, abacuses, trains, planes, automobiles, ships, I don't know. And the older stuff, the more mechanical stuff I really love, like with gears and I don't know. I just love that kind of thing. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I had a song in my head today and it took me forever to figure out what it was. It was like, so think about this for a minute. It was like, we've got treacle and toffee and lots of fine something. Do, 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 do. Well, I figured that it must be, yes, we have no bananas. Remember that song? Yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. We've treacle and toffee and something and something. And what is it? What is that from? Is that from a movie or something? I don't even know. Sorry if this is a really silly vlog today. And you get to see my messy room. Can you see this doll right up here? Well, first of all, that doll there, those two dolls, there's like two dolls in a glass case right there. Those are the ones from Korea that my sister brought back. And this one right above my head, well, right, I'm trying to aim for it by looking at the picture. The one right above me that's real tall, that's Mrs. Beasley from Family Affair. It's the reissue anniversary one that came out a few years ago, several years ago. With, who is that? One of Charlie's Angels does the voice. Remember Charlie's Angels? I think it's Cheryl Ladd. Now you know all the trivia you need to know today. I think we've got enough trivia today. So this is what we got to do. I've got to get on cleaning so I can get the tree up, a little tree, and I've got to get the Christmas cards done and wrap some presents. Why am I giving myself a to-do list? Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.